Are you wondering if the new iPad 11 can actually replace a laptop, or do you even need to purchase a laptop if you can purchase an iPad like this, since obviously it costs like 3 or 4 times less than a MacBook, for example? Well, it really depends on what you are actually doing with your laptop and what you actually plan to do, or how much work do you actually need to get done. Because for some people, I actually think this iPad can indeed actually replace a laptop for them. For example, if you actually compare the screen size of this iPad versus like a regular MacBook Air or Pro with a 13-inch display, you see basically there isn't that much of difference. Of course, obviously the screen of it is larger, but again we can stuff quite a lot of stuff inside over here. And again we can actually connect external like keyboard to this iPad as well, and you can easily connect pretty much any mouse or keyboard to your iPad essentially. So either like a Bluetooth mouse or keyboard for your iPad that connects using Bluetooth, or again you can simply like get one of these adapters, and then you can even use, for example, wired mouse or keyboard, or again like use your wireless old mouse or keyboard essentially as well. And as you see, I can easily use my mouse to use it basically as a laptop. As you can see, I can open some websites essentially, basically, and do pretty much everything what you can do on like a laptop. So again, so pretty easy. So again, works closely for simple stuff like this. So again, if you simply need to browse some websites or do some online shopping, really, this can do that as well. And we can even multitask as well, for example. So again, you can open like two things at the same time essentially. So as you see, we have split screen view. Obviously, yeah, basically maybe you need to resize, but again, for simple tasks like this, so as you see, really no problem at all. Also, for example, we can even like watch movies. As you see, basically we actually have like decent size screen, so again, even for movie watching, again, so no problems really. So the screen quality also is actually fairly decent on this iPad. Well, maybe of course it's maybe not as premium as maybe like a MacBook, so maybe screen quality maybe like few percent better, and also MacBooks are also brighter. But again, for like basic tasks, really, you don't really have much problems. And you can even install, for example, Word or Excel or Google Docs and basically write whatever you need, make spreadsheets and stuff like that. So again, I'm not really seeing much problems basically when it comes to like simple basic stuff like this. And also when it comes to performance, this iPad actually also is fairly decent. So again, it's really just as good as maybe like a few years old like laptop. So really, so it actually has plenty of power to do most tasks. And again, you can again do some like basic gaming. So again, you can connect various accessories and everything works for that stuff. Also, for example, we can even do basic video editing as well here. So for example, if you use Adobe Rush, for example, then it's absolutely great. For example, so again, we can select basically what videos we want to edit. So, and we can do pretty much like a lot of basic tasks. So again, like for example, trim stuff. So I'm not really used to this software essentially, but again, as you see, basically we can do a lot of stuff basically. So, and really for basic stuff really, so I'm not really seeing any problem. So again, if you basically you do not make money with what the stuff you're actually doing on your iPad, then I think for home usage you can totally replace kind of your laptop. So again, if you aren't like power user, but again, if you simply want to use your iPad for work, so to create some content, manage some files, folders and stuff like that, and also like install applications that only can be installed on a Mac or Windows, then obviously this can't really handle that. So again, for average home users, so I would say for like 80% of users, I think this can indeed actually replace a laptop. But personally for me, since yeah, my job basically is with a computer, so I personally can't replace that. So, but again, it really depends, I guess, on each like person. So even if you, for example, get a MacBook, so even MacBook for me, I have installed Windows on it, as I think the Mac OS is absolute garbage. So I'm not able to do a lot of things basically there, and it's very inefficient essentially. So for me, I really can't replace basically with this stuff. But again, for like 80% of home users, I totally think you can actually do this. So on this thing. Also, what's great is it's obviously very cheap as well. So again, like 3 or 4 times cheaper than a MacBook as well. And again, we actually get like very decent like build quality. Also battery life is very good, and again, obviously it's very portable. Well, maybe with a keyboard not as portable. And again, but yeah, it really depends on how you're going to use your device. So if you maybe like put on a keyboard basically on this iPad, then maybe the thickness would be the same as like a MacBook. But again, obviously a MacBook costs way more than this. Also, if you already have iPhone, maybe then really iPad is just maybe like a giant iPhone. So again, obviously the size difference is absolutely massive, and we actually get like decent screen and we can actually get work done on it. So, but again, software wise, you can pretty much install like, I guess like 95% of the apps on the iPhone and iPad, so they are pretty much the same really. So you can kind of install the apps that you think you will need basically on your iPad essentially, and see if basically you're able to get done your stuff that you actually need. I think that is probably a good idea. Of course, you have tiny screen, but you can still kind of see if you basically you have the functions that you need. So obviously it's different, the system is different than the macOS or basically Windows. So again, it's more like touch based, again, it's more simple, so it's limited in some areas. Also, we do not have like a good file manager or like multitasking, so the multitasking is very basic, so and not as fast really, but still really I guess it really depends who you are, basically what you do with your device, and yeah, basically what stuff you're actually going to be using. So totally for, I guess, for like 80% of home users, I think it's actually doable. Anyway, good luck.